Um, you have just landed on the No Interruptions podcast, where women experiences are at the forefront of our conversation. We talk about everything from personal to professional relationships to entrepreneurships, marriage, divorce, education, employment. No topic is off limits here. We know at the beginning, we know being a woman can be complicated to navigate in these areas of life, and can be daunting. So that's why we are here to offer support, understanding, and a positive mindset to help you tackle it all. So grab a cup of tea or a glass of wine and your favorite cozy socks, and let's dive in to the real experience and speak to real women. So today I have the pleasure to chat with Shadane. And tell everybody about yourself. Who are you?
Hi, I am Shadane Brown. I am the owner of Mobile Craft Party. That is an arts and craft entertainment company. Of course, we do birthday parties and events, but the core of us is working on workshops that promote our community, self-esteem workshops, self-care workshops, and really highlighting it in a way through arts and crafts so people can enjoy it and digest it.
I love it.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so what area of your life are you currently working on? That's an interruption in your life.
Yeah, so right now I'm working on my health. I have been not feeling too well for the past 6 months. And, it's always sad to know that you start working on your health after you're not feeling well. And I feel bad about that, that I wasn't taking care of myself as I should have been. So I didn't get to where I am now. So that is really something that I'm really focusing on. What I eat, moving my body, fitness, all of those things are something that's in the main forefront. I plan on being very wealthy, and wealthy is not just money. It's about your health as well, too. Yeah. So, I can't spend my dollars if I'm laying in a hospital bed. So I need to focus
100%.
So I need to focus on my health and my fitness, my finances, getting those coins together so that I can, feed into my business. And so those are the two main things that I would say I'm really focusing on that have been kind of like an interruption in life that can be too an interruption.
And it is, and I'm glad that I'm glad that you are looking at it and responding to it, because this will help a lot of women. This conversation, I think, will help a lot of women understand and start to take a proactive approach to their health and their wellness, and looking at it. And I like that you said that, your health is your you want this $1 million lifestyle, but if you how you live the $1 million lifestyle?
You can't. I can't travel. I can't be laying on a beach, somewhere taking my calls. Like, I can't do any of that. So I need to be healthy. Healthy.
Yeah. So what are some of the, with that and with this interruption, what are some of the limiting beliefs? Because we all experience them, especially when we're going through that interruption. What are some of the limiting beliefs that you experience?
Yeah, I would like to say that I'm a pretty confident person. I, believe in myself, and I'm the first person to speak out on different things. People turn to me to have speeches, but I still feel like there are some things that in the back of my mind, I hear voices tell me, you don't have enough experience, or you don't have enough money, or there's so many other people that are already doing these things. And those are things that I have to work on daily to remind myself that, those are just the voices that don't want you to succeed. The beliefs that you're supposed to work until you literally you die, or retire, and I'm talking about retirement age, 65, 70, you're supposed to do all of these things. And no, I want to live life.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So many of women, again, have those limiting beliefs, and they're not able to identify that they're limiting beliefs, right? And they start to believe that it's actually true.
Yeah.
Right.
It's easy to, because you see it on social media, and especially as Black women, like I really want to highlight that as well, that we have had this image for so long that we're like, the backbone of the family, and we're supposed to be someone who you lean on, but we don't, like, our dreams and aspirations are pushed to the side because of that. And we have to change that narrative, because there's so many other things that we can be achieving and doing. And listening to those limiting beliefs, like that's even a limiting belief, right? That we're supposed to play a certain role in people's lives and not really care for ourselves. So that's something that we need to kind of dispel, get away from.
Yeah, that's why we have this platform. This is why we're here, to dispel all of it.
I love it.
Yeah, because we need to walk away and leave it there.
Yeah.
So what are some of the so now that you're working through, and you said that you're working on your health, and you're getting active and getting physically active and doing things for yourself, what are some of the positive things that you are experiencing? Like you say, positive mindset stuff, like the shift that you've made.
Yeah, for me, I think staying consistent, waking up every day and reminding myself of what my goal is really helps me. Like, I work a full-time job. I have a 9-to-5 that I clock into and clock out. And as I'm there every hour, I'm like, this is not my life. Like, I'm not going to be doing this. And I love my job. Like, I really enjoy what I do. HR and payroll, being in the background, being an assistant, being a servant. I love that stuff, but it's not what I see myself doing forever,
Right.
So staying consistent for my business, waking up, and even though I'm on that 9-to-5 clock, I have a notebook, and it's literally right here, and I write down ideas in the middle of the day for my business. Like, ooh, when I get off, this is what I'm going to do. Like, ooh, content here, content there. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm working, I am doing my job, but I'm also like thinking about my business as well too.
Right.
A little bit of multitasking going on during the day.
Oh, I love it. And so what would you say with your mindset? Like, do you have a mindset routine? Like, you talked about your morning routine. What does that look like to help set you up for your day?
Yeah, I'm a spiritual person, so prayer and meditating in the Word, and reading things like, I have plans to prosper you. Like, that's what God says. Like, I reading the scripture and knowing that, I'm a daughter of a king. Like, there's no a king and his princess. Like, there's no small life for a princess. There's no small life for a daughter of a king. So for me, that's motivating, and it reassures me that the life that I want to live is possible. It's just, you have to work for it. Definitely have to work for it. It's not going to fall into my lap.
Right.
So so daily prayer, meditations, and just staying focused on my goal.
Awesome. And then, so what are a few of your life goals that you want to achieve or you're working on? I know you talked about your business, but what are some other ones?
Yeah, so number one right now, the forefront is expanding my business, but also starting like some philanthropic projects for my community. I really believe, and even one of the pillars for Mobile Craft Party is philanthropy, where we're not just like, on Saturdays going and feeding the homeless, like giving them a bowl to eat, but we're going there and teaching them how to make a meal, something so that when I leave, they still have something that can take them on in their daily lives. Right. So, for me, starting those programs and attaching myself on to community organizations that are already doing that is something that's really important to me. If I could quit my job right now, that's one of the things that I would be doing. I would be doing community work, all the time, because that's really something that's important to me. So that's a goal. And then just like period, allowing myself to be happy. And that's in whatever, like happy with my health, happy with my finances, happy in my marriage. Like that's just a period goal, is to be happy. And then every day I know I'm working on, does this make me happy? Like if it's not something that makes me happy, it's got to go and it's got to be cut out.
I love it. Okay, so if I was a fly on the wall, what would happy look like? What would I be seeing?
Yeah, happy would be me full-time working at Mobile Craft Party, being the CEO, teaching other women as well, because a second part of Mobile Craft Party that we'll be launching in the coming years is teaching women how to run a Mobile Craft Party, franchising out the business. So everything that I've learned in business, instead of them spending money, wasting money that I have, I wouldn't say wasting money, but spending money in dollars and in things, kind of mistakes that I've made, teaching them those things so that they're saving their dollars. So building up a whole new generation of entrepreneurs is something that I would be doing. And then traveling, eating good food, spoiling my husband, like that's it. Playing with my dog, having fun with my friends. That's a happy life. That's a happy life for me.
Wow, I love it. That's good. That's one, you have to be able, the importance of being able to see it and be the fly on the wall and actually watch the tangible things happening. You doing it is so powerful. So powerful. Agree. So the big question that I like to ask people is, why is it important that you achieve these goals? Well, how is it going to make your life different?
Yeah, it's going to make my life different. It's so important for me to be able to give back. Building a legacy is something that's important for me. I don't have children now, but, in the future, I plan on having children and I want to leave something for them. I think our mindset has been where, you have to like get it out the mud type of, mindset for us. And I don't want the future children, my future children, or even my friends' future children, I have a goddaughter, to even think about that. Like some of the worries that we have right now, I want to alleviate that. Like worrying about a down payment for a house, worrying about clocking into a 9-to-5. I want my child to be like, when I turn 18, 19, I got a house, like down payment. What's that? Like bank, like, why do I need to go to the bank? Like, I want to be able to provide that for my children. So that's really important for me, to leave a legacy and, better our future.
Yeah. Yes. And you know what? I find that we're equipped with a lot more information and access. Yes. And then the other thing that I learned this week, I was watching I think it was on YouTube, or it might have been on TikTok, where a guy said that for every child you have, you need to have a property for them. And then I agree. Right from birth, he's like, don't set up no investment thing. Buy them a property. Yes. And rent that property out. So then when they go to college or university, wherever they're going, sell that property if you want, or take the money out of that. And if they want to go to college or university in Europe, buy them a property over there. Yep. And sell it out and make money off of their friends that need places to stay. I was like, absolutely. Is it genius?
Totally. Like, I feel like I need an investment property for everything that I want to do. Like, I need a house for my travels. I need a house to fund my business. Like, I need a house for my kids. Like, that real estate is something that I really want to delve into. Me and my husband talk about it all the time. We had a conversation today looking at homes, so that is something that's on our list for sure. I guess we can add that to one of my goals.
Amazing. So with that, we have our goals, but we also have obstacles that show up in our lives. Like interruptions is what we like to use the word in the Big Girl Interrupted community. And do you have a reset plan?
I don't have a reset plan. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about a reset plan, you know, the definition of it and expound on that, because I never thought about that.
Yeah. So I recently taught this on TikTok. I go live on TikTok, and a lot of people were like, I don't got that. I don't know what that is. And my personal experience is, as I was working through my goals, and I'm very, like, my job is all about goals. So I do dream goals, eat goals all day, every day. That's what I do. And especially for children and their families, right? And I realized during that process, when I was working on my own goals, some life obstacles like started to present itself that I had like almost like no control over. And I was like, okay, how do I like get back? I've dealt with them. They're all dealt with. But I was like, how do I get back? How do I get back on track on focusing on my goals? And I realized I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like we think that that we need to like we could just like dive into it and just like go, but sometimes taking your time and working your way back into your goals is what you actually need to do, right? And not just go in head on, especially when you've come back from, like, some people that I coach, they, you know, they've come back from like a family death, and they're like, how do I get back into life again? That would we would create a reset plan. And a reset plan is also a really good tool for when that you have as a proactive strategy. So you see how, you know, you talked about the beginning of your interruption was your health. If you had a reset plan, now that you're set up, you would engage in your reset plan within the activities. And some of those things could be like a spa day, or focusing on like walking, or going out and like buying like a couple of books, or you know, downloading like a nice playlist. Some people do, or some people go to movies. Like, it's doing that activity to help you get like back to your joy place, your place of joy, your place of happiness, to set you up for the success and set you up to get to your goals. So start working back on your goal. So it doesn't feel like you just gone from this, whatever the experience was, good or bad, but here I'm ready to refocus. So here's how am I going to get back on track? So that's what the reset plan. So I encourage people to always, it's a very proactive tool that I encourage people to have, so that when you do encounter things, you have something that helps you the transition back. You know,
I like that. Yeah. And I actually think now that you've explained it, you know, I do have some self-care and type of things that I do for myself, you know, when I'm feeling down, you know, you know, like cooking, you know, getting massages, getting a pedicure. I love getting massages. Those are great. Spa days are good. Yeah. I love music. I'm really into music. So creating a playlist, like you said, I have specific playlists for when I need a pick me up, you know, when I feel like dancing, when I feel like singing along, I have those. So that's good. Yeah. That's good to know that I have a reset plan.
Yeah. That's good. And most people do. It's not specific and like written down for like you want it to be proactive. So you want to actually have it there, or on, like, I encourage people to put it on their vision board.
I love it.
Because you're seeing it daily, and you can, like, if you have to interact with it daily. Yes. But when you have that little rut spot, you know, where you're stuck.
Yes.
And you need something to pick you up and transition you back to focusing on what you were working on. Yeah, then it's already there. It's already done.
So adding the reset plan to your vision board, because I have a vision board. Yeah, I haven't added that to it. Like, what am I going to do if I get stuck? Like, here are your options, and I can view those and see, where I'm not like searching for it. I love that.
Right. Yeah. Because a lot of people get stuck, and then they're like, and that's where you start to see people, they just fall off the board, like their goals. They don't follow their goals. And they get into the space of, oh, look at Melissa. She's doing all these different things.
Yes.
Right? But if you have a reset plan, you know, your reset plan is connected to your goal. So you engage with it, and then you get back on track.
Yeah, so it's like I'm having a spa day, which means that next week I'm sending out 10 emails.
Awesome, you got it. And
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that really can shift your mindset. Like I see how that totally correlates with me achieving my goals.
Yeah.
Is by really establishing that reset plan. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm doing it.
Good.
I'm doing
Yay!
that.
Well, add it to your board.
I will. Absolutely. That's amazing.
Yes,
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we got your reset plan and you already do stuff, so you're just gonna put it in on your board.
Yeah.
What do you do to celebrate yourself or celebrate your wins? Like, what are you doing?
I have my husband, and he is basically like my human diary. So I tell him everything that I have plans to do, that I want to do. And he's a person that like will remind me, like, do you remember that you said that you were going to do that? Like, did you complete that? And so I'm able to tell him, and, it's out to eat, we're celebrating with a nice dinner, or, we'll go and get our pedicures together, and get my nails done, or we'll go shopping, which I like too. So, just a bit of a celebration.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Love that. So you hear that, ladies? Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself.
Yes, do it. Treat yourself. The kids are saying, treat yourself. That's what you do.
Amazing. Okay, so before we wrap up and we hit into the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
How does somebody reach out to you? How do people engage with you and your business and what you do?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can go onto Instagram, mobile_craft_party. You can also send me an email, mobilecraftpartyinfo@gmail.com. Those are the two main ways that I would say that you connect with me. I have my phone always, most of the time. So, within 24 to 48 hours, a response is given. Those are the two main ways that you can connect with me.
Okay. And so somebody who doesn't know what a mobile craft party is, what would that what is a mobile craft party? What does that look like?
Yeah, it's an arts and craft entertainment company. So for birthdays, for example, you need some entertainment for the party. You don't want to just invite people over and then the kids are looking at each other, or even adults we do parties for, right? You get your girls together, you want some type of entertainment, some type of activity. So for children, we do slime making, bracelet making, cupcake decorating, so all of that is led by a guide. It's usually about an hour and a half of entertainment. Paint parties we have as well. And then for adults, we do screen printing. So it's a whole screen printing class where you either on a t-shirt or a canvas bag. I'm showing you the art of canvas printing. And then we also do some alcohol ink. So you're working with, it's a medium that you're using alcohol, like rubbing alcohol and then the ink to create, marbling effect on coasters. So everyone gets a 4 set of coasters and gets to decorate that. And then you're able to take that home and use. So.
And you supply all the materials for that?
Everything is taken care of. We bring everything that you need, the instructor, and then all the materials. And then, of course, you have something to take home. So it also doubles, even for children's parties, it doubles as the party favors, right? Yeah. So you don't have to worry about the loot bag because the kids are getting slime to take home or 2 cupcakes to take home. So that alleviates a lot of the worries as well for events such as that.
I love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Big. Thank you. So you know where to reach if you want to have a craft party and add it to your next birthday party or event.
Yes, or event. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's hit it to the rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so what are 3 steps that you would recommend to a woman to take right now so that she could start working towards becoming uninterrupted?
Oh, I would say 1 is know what you want. Know your dream, know what it looks like, know what it feels like, smells like, tastes like, know what you want. Have daily reminders posted. So if that's a vision board, if that's a digital one or a physical one, have daily reminders that show you what your dream is, what you are working towards. I think that's important. And number 3 is have an accountability partner. Have someone that is going to, when you tell them about your goals and dreams, they're going to challenge that. And they're also going to question you almost to the point of where they're bugging you. You know, like if you're not achieving your goals, they're asking you why, you know, whether that's a coach or a spouse or a friend. And make sure that this person really believes in you. You don't want to tell somebody a dream who can't dream for themselves or, you know, have doubts. You don't want that type of person to be your accountability partner. You want someone who, when you tell them a dream, they believe in it, you know, and they can see it just as much as you can.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So who's someone that inspires you?
Inspiration. I'm a creative, so I get inspired by everything. It could be a sound, it could be a smell, it can be a taste. But one constant inspiration in my life since I was 10 years old has been India Ari. She's a singer.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think my confidence and my ability to be happy in the skin that I'm in comes from her song lyrics. I mean, she's been singing about body positivity and, you know, loving yourself before it was cool, you know, way before it was cool, way before it was a thing, way before social media really started to pick up. And since I was 10, so I'm 32 now. So she has really been a constant inspiration for me, and I just love her.
Yeah, I love her too. Love her.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what is a non-negotiable in your life right now?
Oh boy, I've got quite a bit of those, but you know, giving myself permission to dream is something that's non-negotiable. My happiness is non-negotiable. My health is non-negotiable. Just physical, you know, mental and emotional well-being for myself is something that I'm not willing to compromise on. I've had to teach myself that even in my 9 to 5, like overexerting myself so that when I get home, I don't have any energy for my business. I'm sorry, there's only a certain amount of energy that I'm willing to give. You know, like I said, I do my job and I do it well, but I'm not trying to overachieve at my job. Like, this is my job description, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it well because I have bigger goals and things to think about when I get off this clock.
Yeah. Yes. Beautiful. And what is your go-to self-care activity or experience?
Oh, I just love self-care so much. Self-care happens almost every day for me. I'm into skincare. I spend a lot of dollars at Sephora for, you know, facials, face masks, eye masks, you know, I love that. I love skincare. I love to take weekend trips away, especially when it starts to get warmer. Like Niagara Falls is my place. My best friend is always like, you are always in Niagara. Every time, you know, I'm going away. She's like, where are you going? Niagara? Yeah, I'm going there. And you may think that there's not a lot to do there, but I've been going for the past like 7-8 years, almost every summer, maybe once or twice. And we find something new to do every single time. Whether there's a wine tour to go to, you know, a museum, a new attraction. They just built like a underground tunnel at the water plant, which was awesome. I went to last year. Amazing. I really could be a Niagara Falls tour guide at this point. At this point, the way that me and my husband go to Niagara Falls. So yeah, that's one of the main things is our weekend trips away there.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it. I love Niagara Falls too. It's something. It's definitely a must do every summer.
I think so.
That's something. Yeah, it has. Yeah.
I think a lot of Canadians like take it for granted that it's right there. Like it's spectacular. Just the
Yes.
falls itself is spectacular, but all the things that they have to do there,
Yeah.
you got to get out there for the
And
summertime for
you
sure.
got to experience it both in the day and then you
Yes.
have to experience it at night.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Totally different
Yes.
feel and atmosphere, but both
Yes.
the times, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're experiencing something new all over again.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Mm.
Well, Shadane, I want to say thank you
Yes,
you
thank you
for this amazing conversation. I loved it. Learned a lot.
Me too.
And you're welcome anytime to come back. And I'm looking forward to the business growing. And
Absolutely. Thank you.
where it goes.
Thank you. Me too. I had a great time and I appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.